looking ahead to 2022, what is something that you think you should cut down on?
Good
Cut
question.
down on for the listeners means reduce, do less of.
Yep. And then you also have cut out, which means to completely stop.
Yes. So you can answer that as well if you like. Cut down on or cut out. Yeah.
Good question. Like, I'm going to be exposing myself, exposing all of my bad habits here in this question.
That's the plan.
You know, uh, like I have some like kind of like I enjoy playing video games, right? And I try not to play them a lot, but I do find myself getting hooked on phone games. We've all got smartphones. I've actually been advised by someone not to have a smartphone, but to have a dumb phone, have a phone that doesn't connect to the internet. How I kind of have this idea that I'm kind of striving towards that. Like one day I'd like to be away from the internet. I'd like to be away from TVs. I'd like to be on like have like a farmhouse or something and be next to nature and not like so close to like for example these lights and cameras and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd like to take cut down on my time on the phone, cut down, and I've like deleted all of these superfluous apps, all of these extra apps which are like games and stuff. I have one game on it just now, and I've been playing it a lot, so it's something I need to reduce. Sugar, too much sugar, too much carbohydrates, too much or too many carbohydrates, too many carbohydrates.
Too much. I feel like you don't really count them, do you? Like I have two carbohydrates. Yeah, I guess it can be countable depending on how you talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. I need to work on my countable and uncountable nouns. It's another thing I need to work on. So yeah, I'd say probably dietary, and I would say um like the time that we waste, because we keep talking about how fast time is passing, and see this stuff where we play video games and the brain just goes dull and all of our attention is in this fictitious world. I think it's for the most part really a waste of time. um Although I do enjoy it, but I'm trying to really like I'm able to play 2 or 3 games a year. But the thing is, when I do play them, it's like I can play it for like 5 hours or 6 hours in one day, and I know it's just for a guy who has so many goals, it's inappropriate to be spending that much time playing video games. But yeah, I suppose just cutting out anything which is, or at least cutting down on anything which is not improving my spiritual health, my mental health, my physical health. I think obviously we need to unwind, but like for example, probably video games, sugar. If I were to say something, it'd need to be those.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, phone is a big one for me too. I like the idea of having, if you type in like minimalist smartphone or something on Google, you'll see all these like really cool phones where they look nice and modern, but they call people in text, and some of them can have other features like podcasts too. But I love that idea. But yeah, maybe I build up to that as well, like you. One thing I've done recently, which has been working well, is I put a limit on Instagram, which is 10 minutes a day. So once I've reached that limit, it will kind of block Instagram for me, and it will say you cannot access anymore.
Excellent.
Um,
Great idea.
I can extend it if I want to, but just having that reminder is usually enough to stop me automatically
I think
going on
that's
it.
brilliant. Recently I unfollowed everyone on Instagram, and
Thankfully,
one of the few people I follow is you. I follow,
yes.
yeah, on my so I have two accounts: Learn English with Ray, where it's like teaching English. The only people I follow on that are just um like, no offense, but like pages that I don't actively watch. And the reason I say I don't actively watch yours is because I'm not learning English. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
follow
Yeah.
English teachers. The only people I follow are English teachers, and it's not like I'm gonna go on a binge of watching English learning videos. It's not like entertainment for me. I like to check out your content. I think the content you do is excellent, but it's at least content that I'm not gonna like binge out on in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes is gonna be gone looking at English learning. Um, Rather, I just like to support pages that I know students can benefit from, and I know students can massively benefit from your page. So, on that page, I only follow those. And Talk with Ray, I talk more about kind of personal development, spirituality. I'm Muslim. I talk about these kind of things, and I talk with speakers who like to, kind of talk about their spiritual journeys and stuff. But on that one, I don't follow anyone. And I don't do it because people say, "Oh, you think you're some kind of celebrity or tough guy." I don't want to be on Instagram. I really don't want to be on Instagram. Like I don't use Instagram apart from posting. But yeah, it's keeping off of like Instagram and uh, YouTube is like a black hole that we can very easily spend hours and hours and hours in, and it just accumulates and accumulates of time that we spend, you know, away from the real world.